It's MARKPIRES. It's Friday, and it's Real Estate 101 on Real Talk. I'm with you, as I've been for the last 698 days in a row, to connect with you, to provide you with value, information, anything I could do to help you with whatever you're dealing with. Sometimes it's real estate related. Anyway, looks like we're dropping a bunch of frames. I don't know why. I guess I sort of do. Yeah, we've been doing that lately. Anyway, let's see if it changes. It may continue, and if it does, it's not going to be a super long broadcast anyway. Just wanted to talk to you again about the real estate market. That's what I do during the day. Most people that tune in probably don't realize that I have a job. Yeah, I sell real estate. So, this is a new concept, a new format, I think, which would be live lead generation. Now, the concept originally for Real Talk was to somehow get towards the lead generation portion of my business. I never really took advantage of referrals. Referrals are a huge part of a real estate agent's business. And I never really took advantage of the fact that you have friends and family all over the place. And those people know someone who needs to buy or sell. So, my new concept here is this: live lead generation right here on the Real Talk program. Now, how would that work? I think the way it starts is we change the backdrop and we throw on the other backdrop, which gives you the opportunity to call in. It's a call-in show. So if you have any questions about real estate, if you have any questions about an experience you had, or just want to discuss something that you went through in a transaction, feel free to give a ring. This is going to be somewhat of a short show. I have to get going in about 20 minutes. So I just want to pop onto the YouTube channel real quick and say hello to the peeps. Emma! Guys, Emma's the champion. She just won the championship. And I know it's not really a championship, but Emma won it. Emma, I'm so glad to see you. How's everything over across the pond today? It's nice when I get to see Emma. I see other people from around the world during the day show, because I don't really do a show during the day, for Real Talk at least. Yeah, we're dropping frames like crazy, Emma. This is a typical thing with YouTube. They like to kick me in the knees. I would switch and go over to a different platform, a different VPN, but it's not worth it. We'll deal with the slowdown, and hopefully we'll just kind of kick into gear here. But nope, not happening. We're still dropping like crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys go into your weekend and you have a great weekend. But if you are thinking at all about real estate, we are ending a year, one of the worst years in history, and we are moving hopefully towards a brighter future. Now, that doesn't mean politically. That means personally. I think politically, the hatred that has developed over the last 4 years is just not something we should be living with on a daily basis, in and out. And we are. So the point is, the future has to be something different, no matter who is in the Oval Office. And we're going to prove that to be the case. DLive's going on in Arizona, so that I'm on DLive too, which is cool. Yeah, Raven, I'm sitting here, I'm losing a lot of frames. I don't know what to do. I mean, I could switch it over to a different server, but it's kicking me. Like, lots of frames, but whatever. So, as far as live lead generation, I want to try something, and I want to see if this would work. Where I say, I want everybody who is tuning in, or who would tune in, to rack their brain and say, who do I know that's buying or selling real estate? Who do I know that has an interest in selling their home? And then all you really need to do is let me know about that person. I'll do the work from there, reach out to them and see if I could help them. Now, the key when I say help is everybody has a job. Everybody's busy with life. These frame drops are killing me. Everybody has a job, and they don't have time to focus on something they do not completely understand. Most people that live in a home don't sell or buy a new home more than 7 to 10 times, or once every 7 to 10 years. So they don't have the experience. They don't know what to ask. Why relearn riding a bicycle when you could just call someone who has that knowledge? So the free service that we offer here on Real Talk is I contact the manager at the office, the local office, and I find like top 3, top 4 agents and interview them one by one. I'm asking a set of questions that I'm certain you wouldn't think of asking, because I do this every day of my life and you don't. You're going to ask a set of questions, but they definitely won't be the ones that I'm asking. But what we're going to get to is an understanding. We're going to find 1 or 2 really, really strong agents for you to interview. Then it's up to you whether or not you even want to use them. If you don't use them, that's great. Then use whoever you're comfortable with. If it happens to be my guy, that guy or that lady is going to pay the referral fee, not you. You don't pay anything additional. It's actually free service. This frame dropping is killing me, guys. It's so annoying. Eggman, how are you, my friend? Dr. Fleming. And yeah, this is about real estate. Egg, yeah, we're trying to keep people focused. Oh my goodness, look at this. The screen is completely frozen. Trying to keep this somewhat real estate related, my buddy. What we're dealing with right now is a server is driving really slow. You know what? Let me shut off my phone real quick, see if that matters. I'm about to upload something for you guys. Right after I finish the show, I'm uploading that song People Just Don't Care from last night, which was fire. I wrote that song in 1997. I was playing a coffee shop at the time. I remember just looking at people walking in and out. Most times they wouldn't even be paying attention to the musician on stage. They're just walking in, walking out. And I just wrote People Just Don't Care. I always told you about this guy who'd pull up in his Lamborghini every day. I was this 19-year-old kid singing my heart out for 2 hours every day, every Friday and Saturday. And this dude who owned like a building and he was like a salon guy, owned a bunch of salons. He'd come and sit there and listen for the entire show while reading his paper and get up and walk out. There was always a tips jar there, like a tip, like case was open and said tips appreciated, People go over, leave a buck, 50 cents, whatever they could do. This guy came every single week. He would stay the whole show, and not once did he ever put anything in the tip jar. 19-year-old guy. It's like, what? So People Just Don't Care was born. And it's a great tune. I'm glad I played it for you guys last night. You're about to witness it. The world's about to hear it for the first time because I'm dropping it. There's a jam in there too. Guys, the guitar sounded hot last night. That's all I can say. Check it out. Beat seat sounded amazing too. But here's the thing. When we come on during the day to talk about real estate, what I'm trying to do is give you an inside look at my 12-hour existence prior to Real Talk on a daily basis. I'm constantly trying to generate new leads. Now, what I wanted to come out here and ask is currently what type of lead generation tools are people using, or what kind of, I guess what I would say is what kind of strategies are you using in order to generate new leads? Some people pay for leads on Zillow. Other people will pick up a phone and just call over and over to different people they know until someone has a lead for them. I'm trying something new here on Real Talk. I want the people watching to think about who they know. And if they happen to know somebody who wants to buy or sell, let's do something that's never been before. Let's communicate right here on the show. We take the lead and we discuss it. Every week we come on and discuss that lead and how it's going. Hey, we found a great agent. Hey, my client didn't like that agent. They hired someone else. Hey, that was still a piece of content for us. You know what I mean? The best thing about this, there's no risk. There's no fee at all. So what I like to think is most people are going to interview somebody, right? Just take me for example. If I was not a real estate agent and I was going to sell my house, most likely I'm going to interview 2 or 3 people and then make a selection. So what I'd be asking is to be the third or the fourth. Let me get that one more person in for you to interview while you're interviewing the others. It costs you nothing. But if you like my person, that person I found for you is going to pay me a referral fee, because we as realtors love getting business. We don't get enough of it. So if I provide someone with a lead, your lead, that deal gets done. That agent is going to be on the moon, excited. They're going to just pay out a referral fee. It's what we do. I pay referral fees out all the time when I get business from people. So I want to try to lead generate here on Real Talk. Every day we come on here and do this. It's going to be full on lead generation every day. And we're going to see where this goes. I'm curious if it goes somewhere. We've already had a few of our family members say, hey, I want to sell my house soon. I'm thinking about buying a second piece of property. I may go pick up a piece of land in the Ozarks and build something. You know, this is a benefit for you that you can't get unless you do research. All you have to do is reach out and let me do the work from there. And it'll also be nice for us to connect. You know, the thing that I think about most when I'm talking to you about this idea, this concept, is when I'm not on with you. I spend most of my time racking my brain, making phone calls, figuring out who I could contact next in order to try to get a new piece of business. So if I came here instead of racking my brain off air, I'm doing it with you, and you are racking your brain together, that brain power becomes just something that maybe gets something done. I don't know. We'll see. Mike Martins, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. So glad to see you here. Okay, trends in the housing market. Oh, nice. Mike, you do trends in the housing market every Wednesday? Nice. I'll come and check you out, buddy. So I started this show on December 31st, 2018. I've been live every day since. I kind of veered off of real estate when we started connecting this world to positivity and light and to kindness again, bringing music and laughter in and trying to get people to forget about the darkness and join in the light. And the real takeaway, though, is my entire real estate career has been that way as well. I'm trying to get people to see the truth and to get away from the darkness of that house over there that has that thing hidden, you know. And I built homes for 13 years, so I have this background, construction background, and that comes with a fair amount of experience and knowledge that is free for my clients. And when I'm out there with them, the benefit of having somebody who's worked and built homes, renovated, built homes for 13 years is it's almost like having a contractor with you. It's almost like having that builder walk through the house with you in real time. So you could determine whether or not you even want to look at a property after you walked through. I've seen too many people look at properties of mine and say, oh, I love it, but I got to come back with a contractor. I'm like, when do you think you can get some contractor to come by for free because you might do some work when you buy that house that you may buy because you're looking at 15 houses. You want them to look at 3. Oh, they're coming out next Thursday. Okay, you lost a house. Or you work with a realtor who can, in real time, walk you through that house and say, yes, this is a great home. Or, you know what, look, yeah, it looks really great on the surface, but did you know that all of your mechanicals are from like the 40s? Your septic system, there's an issue there. It's never been serviced. It's 65 years old. These are only things that a trained, professional will bring to you. But even realtors don't fully know what's behind and what goes into building a home because that's not what they do. They work on the deal. They show the home, the crown molding, the kitchen, stainless steel. We're going to start doing walkthroughs again as soon as I pick up my next property. We're going to do some, I don't know if it's going to be a Christopher Walken walkthrough or what, but we're going to do something. Fatima, how are you? So good to see you. And Hilly Billy in the house. Hilly Billy, did you hear the song I created last night? The Hilly Billy Blues song? Somebody in the chat said something about Hillbilly Blues. So I made a song called Hillbilly Blues. I haven't gotten to it yet because I'm going to drop it for you guys at some point. But I remember it to be pretty cool. But guys, keep this in mind. Every day, during the week specifically, I plan to come out here to do about a half hour with you. Just to talk about real estate is the way I see it. And again, there's a few things I want to share with you that I think you should know. For example, when you're going to buy a house, at least where I live, the benefit on you is to have your own realtor. You don't want to go calling listing agent to listing agent because that listing agent works for, that's right, the seller. They've spent all these months, these days, COVID, everything, trying to determine how they can sell that home for the highest value. And you come waltzing in and saying, I want to buy it. I'm going to get a good deal. I'm going to get that agent to cut his commission. That's like out of a movie. That doesn't work that way. When I go in to get a listing, that seller's agreeing to pay my commission. So you coming in and thinking, oh, I'm going to get a cut. No, that seller's still paying that commission because the agent doesn't control the commission. It's the brokerage. That seller signed a contract with the brokerage house to pay out the commission. So there's no benefit. I always look at it as you play for the Yankees. And like Hideki Inomo, whatever the heck the guy's name is on the other side. He's striking everybody out. He's throwing that pitch, that pineapple pitch, or whatever the hell he does. And this guy's like, I got a great idea. I'm going to walk over to the Boston Red Sox. I'm going to ask the manager, hey, how do I hit that? How do I hit that pitch? Where do I swing? You think this guy's going to tell you where to swing? He's going to just tell you to swing. Hey, look, just swing. You got it. You got it, buddy. Just go out there. You got it. Or you got a guy working for you who's like, look, I've been analyzing that pitch. And if you swing 3.5 inches lower than you think you should swing, you got it. Fatima, I'm so glad you're new here. I'd love for you to come out if you're around this evening, because this evening is when we do the real show. The Real Talk Show is a positivity and music show and comedy. And what we do is laugh a lot. And I play a lot of music for you. And then we get into really strong moments as well, real talk moments. The show's unscripted, just like this, though. I mean, this show's unscripted. I have no idea what I'm out to talk about today. I just wanted to let you guys know that my hair looks really ridiculous, and I should probably do something about that. Yeah, look at this. I can't quaff this thing over or anything. Like, what are you doing over there? How dare you? You can't get a comb. How dare you? Guys, the How Dare You series, by the way, Fatima, I would love for you to go and check out the How Dare You message that I dropped earlier this morning. It's pretty hilarious. Let's see, Fatima put something in here. All humans are dopamine addicts. That's true. That is true. You know what? Hilly Billy said, when I was contracting, I had a client that demanded to be treated special. He wanted a 10% discount. Fine. Every time I did an estimate, I marked it up 10%. That's funny, Hilly. You know what I would say? That is a classic conversation that comes up in every single listing appointment. What's your commission? How much you charge? What are you going to do? What do you do for that? And can you do it for less? Right? Can't you do it for less? Can't you do it for more? Look, let me explain something to you. My fee is because I'm going to go out there and I'm going to work. The reason why I don't go in there and say something and then say, oh, well, you know what? Let me cut my, no, I could do it for less. No, my fee is my fee because I earn it and I'm worth it. And at the end of the day, are you going to work with the guy who's going to stand there, put his foot down and say, I'm worth my fee. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get you every penny I can get for your home. Or the guy who says, oh, no, I'll take it. I'll do it for less. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh, you want me to pay that? Yeah, that's fine. How does that guy treat it when you get a low offer? How does that guy treat it when buyers, one after the other, come with a low offer? And they're like, hey, we're going to start and we're going to see what the seller says. Is that guy going to come to you and he's going to be like, look, let's go back at these people hard and let's see if we can get them somewhere higher, you know? Or he's going to go, look, this is all you're going to get. Best deal. Look, did you see that? We got a deal. Let's go take it. Just take it. What, are you kidding me? We could be past this already. You don't want to work with shady dude who's willing to cut his commission, okay? Shady dude who's willing to cut his commission should be cut and thrown right out of the picture. You don't want to talk to someone who's willing to cut their commission. That means they don't believe in their value. That means they will not believe in your home's value when it comes down to it, when it comes down to a negotiation. I've seen too many people put their chests out and say, I got my commission down. Yeah, my listing agent's taking less. Yeah, but he also got you $70,000 less than the guy who wanted his value. Think about that. I saved 10 grand. I had $1 million house. I saved 10 grand because I got the agent to take 1 percentage point off. Yeah. Oh, you did? That's great. How much did you sell that house for? 900. Weren't you on for $1 million? Yeah, but we got the offer and the agent, said that's what we should take. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I could find you 10 people that would have gotten you like 973, 978. You just lost 78 grand, 68 grand if you're so proud about that 10. You saved that 10. Penny wise, pound foolish. What are you saving? You're losing. You lose every time. You want to hire somebody who's going to put their fire out on the table for you every day. And they're going to go to work for you. I've seen too many people sign a listing just to get the listing when I just can't wait to get to work. I just want to go and start working that listing, calling people, marketing it. And so, like I said, now what we're doing here going forward, whenever I'm out here for Real Estate 101, there's going to be a lead generation live. We're going to get you in the mix, whoever you know, wherever. Hey, my neighbor down the road, I just ran into him the other day. They said they've been in their house for 40 years. They're going to be downsizing. They really got to sell their house. I know they're calling agents. Maybe I can get them to have you call an agent in too, Mark. Lead generation. Success story number 1 on Real Talk. Right there. So the point is, if you guys know somebody, anybody, just shout it out. Hey, I think I know somebody who wants to buy or sell. And then let's try something here. It's a science experiment. Let's see if this works. I can guarantee you, whoever I find for you in the state or the town that you're looking is going to be great. I'm not going to just call the manager and say, hey, who do you got? Send me somebody. Let me quickly tell you how this works. With referrals in general, when you call an office or someone calls an office and they're like, hey, I have a referral for you. Okay. Or I'm looking to go out and see homes. Who do you have? I need a great agent. Who do you have? 9 times out of 10, that manager is giving you the agent in the office at the lowest split. So the office, ding, 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 makes the most amount of money. They're not giving you the top agents who are clearing the most on every transaction. The ones that trade and then they're getting the top commission split. They're giving you someone where they make most of that cash. You know what I mean? And that's just common sense. If you think about it, these businesses are, they're literally failing. All of these real estate firms. Nobody's making money in real estate as far as real estate firms are concerned. So they will always try to shift that pendulum in their direction whenever possible. Oh, we got a new lead. Manager lead. Oh, manager lead came in. They give it to the guy at the lowest split. The guy who's got 2 left feet, doesn't even know the market yet. He'll figure it out. You'll still get that transaction. I just don't know if you'll get the deal that you could have if you came to me. I'll just tell you, that's the thing that I love doing most is negotiating for my clients. I love getting on the phone and talking to the other agent positively, building a relationship, and closing that deal. That's what I'm here to do. So, with that in mind, all you have to do is utilize the service. It's free service. So I'm looking at, for example, Laura. Look at that. Hi, Laura. How are you? Cool side story. My wife's name is Laura. It's not very few people with the name Laura. A lot of Lauras. Do you pronounce it Laura? It's funny. There's a Lara Spencer, like she's a Entertainment Tonight host. Lara. But, my wife's always like, how do you say the word car? I'm like, car. How do you say the word bar? I'm like, bar. Just throw an A at the end. Bara, Cara, Lara. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. But that's the way we see it, But I'm so glad to see Lara. And Lara Croft, exactly. Same thing. Hilly Billy knows. Acts are hitting hard now. Oh, so maybe that's why I'm getting, dropping some frames. But guys, I'm glad you joined me for this because, again, this is just for me to step outside of the Real Talk shoes a bit and explain to you what I do during the day. And realistically, this has just been one of the weirdest years in history, obviously, of 2020. And being a business that's lead generation and very much high touch, you're always constantly shaking hands, meeting people in order to create new business. Can't do that right now. That's a kind of a no-go. in CV-19 territory. So what new ways do we have in order to generate leads? You know, the old ways probably still work, sending out a card, Zillow, phone calls to friends, neighbors, just a warm call to someone you know. Hey, do you know anybody who's looking to buy or sell? But how about this social media lead generation live? We do it with our other family members, the Real Talk family members, and their family members and friends. If we open this up, you start creating all these new avenues of potentials, you know, and there's a vision I have. It's a weird vision, but I have this vision that if enough of the family members start thinking that way, and all the time I'm just getting people send me messages. They're just like, oh, hey, Mark, guess what? My neighbor wants to sell. Or my friend just told me that he's thinking about buying a little house over here in Albuquerque. Oh, yeah? And if the mindset was there, where everybody was just thinking that way, I don't think I'd have to be out all the time. I could be here more and focused here and creating content for you more. So that's where this is leading. If we could get the lead generations to lead towards new referrals, that allows me to focus more on Real Talk. Because business coming in allows me to not have to focus on creating business here in real time on a daily basis, making phone calls, knocking on doors I can't knock on with a stupid mask on. Oh, look at the guy with the mask. We're not letting him in. Yeah, I know. You won't let me in the freaking place. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm a real estate agent. Let me ask you a question. Hold on a minute. I can't figure you out. So, I'm a realtor, right? You got a house to sell. You're not going to let me sell that house and pay respect. How dare you? Guys, if you have not seen How Dare You Guy, he's out of his freaking mind. There's seven episodes? Maybe 8? I don't even know. But they're all they're in the feed. Go back there and check it out. I don't know. This guy's like addictive. He makes me laugh. I can't stop. Like, guys, he keeps making me break character. I'm like the Jimmy Fallon of the Real Talk Show. What the heck is that? This guy is the Jimmy Fallon of the Real Talk Show. I just figured it out. The How Dare You Guy. He's the Jimmy Fallon of Real Talk. Sometimes he says something so outlandish. I can't just stop laughing live on camera. I don't do that. I mean, I've done that with Hammerlin too. Hammerlin makes me laugh sometimes too. Sometimes when he's losing the feeling in his arms and legs, and it's just silly. It's so silly. Like, seriously, think of some of the things that guy who demands too much respect says. You're standing on the rings of Jupiter, right? The only way back is through a time machine, or if you can pierce through a black hole and deliver yourself to the Bronx. You can't deliver yourself through a black hole. Piercing a hole in the black hole? Deliver yourself and pay respect. How dare you? Hold on a minute. I'm trying to figure you. So you're currently running a marathon, Boston Marathon, mile 18, right? The only way you could get to the Bronx while I'm still at my table is if you friggin' leave right now. Jump in a car, drive 4 hours down, and pay your respect. You're not gonna stop mid-Boston Marathon? Wipe yourself down with a towel? Because I don't want to see you like that. Drive the 4 hours and pay your respect and have an espresso, maybe a biscotti. How dare you? Just have to always throw in a little how dare you. I mean, the guy's out of his freaking mind. Jimmy's overrated in my opinion too, Fatima. Oh, I should be a voice actor. Fatima, I do every voice in the world. I just don't know how the heck to get someone to pay me for it. That would be nice. Fatima is crazy. You come down. The Real Talk. It's the real estate 101. It's a good time. Fatima, you from Portugal? Maybe. Lady Fatima. Christopher Walken is in Portugal. 19
13 delays for Lord's. He came. Portugal, the Lord came down. It's the Holy Mary, really.
Oh, my goodness. I'm Portuguese. So when I was 18, we went to Portugal, and I went to Fatima. And it was a pretty amazing experience. You grow up hearing the stories about the three young girls who were visited by the Holy Mary. And then there was 3 letters that were delivered to them. 2 of them were released. 1 of them was held. And a pope died while he read this letter. Can you believe that? 1 pope died while reading the 3rd and final letter. What did the 3rd and final letter say? Obviously all the stuff about, the child stuff. Yeah. That must have been what was in that final letter, and the fall of the church. Think about it. The Catholic Church, what happened to the Catholic Church? Well, we know what happened. Evil. How could you be this is the thing I don't understand, where I say man got involved in too many of these different religious organizations, and once man gets involved, then so does evil. How can you explain what we know took place and why they're literally running to try to capture some sort of, I don't think integrity is the word anymore, but they're trying to capture parishioners, and people are like, what? This is why I say it's not about religion. It's about light. It's about positivity, kindness, love. The things that they start telling you about, and then they start throwing the fear at you like a couple seconds later. You have to be kind, but if you don't, we banish you. You're dead and you go to hell. I'm like, what the heck? Really? Let's see. What is the difference between a Catholic priest and acne? This is from Fatima. Let's see. Catholic priest and acne. Let's see what I'm gonna wait for your actual punchline, because I'm trying to think of what I'd say, and I'd probably say something really offensive. Something about popping the zit. I don't know. Something about that. But we'll see what Fatima has to say about that. Jerry, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving too. So glad to see you. Let's see, it's 2:22 in a second here. 2:22 is a good number. I'll be wrapping this up right around 2:22, guys. Remember, this evening, Friday Night Live, we're rocking out on the beat seat. Just send your requests. And remember, this is lead generation on the Real Talk Show. So if you have a lead, send it my way. I will take care of them. Please, if you can, check out my affiliates down below. You got my Patriot Supply if you're a prepper and you're getting ready for the last days, which could be coming. Who the hell knows? Check out my Patriot Supply with the link below. Also, my Noble Gold if you want to transfer some cashish into hard money. I'm talking about like gold, silver. Check it out. My Noble Gold down below. And what do we have? Also, Virtual VPN down below. Check out that. There's a 30% off coupon there. And if you guys, I haven't said this enough, but if you like my face swaps, guys, it's holiday season. I make face swaps it's part of my services that I provide. It's you just pick the celebrity and you decide who you want to send that message to. Give me a name, some basic information, and we put together an awesome face swap for you. So this is the holiday season to give someone something that they'll remember. Why does somebody want to give a card and some gift that sits in a closet when you can give a face swap? You could provide a comedy face swap to a friend, a spouse, family member, and something they can play 1,000 times. They could play it next Christmas. They could play it next whatever. So I've been making them sparingly whenever they come in, whenever the orders come in. I knock them out very quickly. So if you're like, hey, I want you to be Christopher Walken calling my cousin George. He's a huge George is Christopher Walken. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas. Oh, I know we can't say Christmas when Joe Biden is in office, but now with Trump, you can do it. But no, you can literally pick anybody you want, and we can just give me some basic information, and I'll make you a really cool face swap. The other thing I do here, which is kind of fun, is I send it to you, but then we premiere it on the show. So the first time you see it is the same time everybody sees it. And then you use it whenever you need to. The personal stuff for Christmas, though, those will be personal. Those will just stay. You order it, you'll get one in your mailbox, and you decide to deliver it whenever you want. But the personalized one where you're hanging out with a friend or you want someone to tune in and see something you created for them, I think that's a pretty cool way to deliver a message. Hey, I made you a face swap. And this evening, during the Real Talk show, Mark is going to debut it for you, and he's going to make a big scene out of it for you for your birthday. So I did that for Vinny a few months back. Vinny is actually one of my Patreons. And he became a Patreon because someone asked me to make a video for him. He's apparently a liberal. So the guy was like, I want you to go and do Donald Trump and just keep pushing on him. Like, I know you're a lib. Look, it's okay. You thought Russia was going to get the Trump, but is that going to happen, Vinny? And I would do this whole great bit for him. And he also is a big gamer. So they mentioned a bunch of the games he likes to play. And I put all the games in there. Like, look, I know you like to play quantum mechanics with me. Just check me out. I'll be in the chat. MAGA Lover 94, whatever, And it becomes silly. But it's something that Vinny said afterwards, like, I'll never forget that. And then he became a Patreon afterwards because I don't take these things lightly, guys. I'm like, I'm going to give you something that's whatever. I'm going to give you something that you'll be like, this is cool. Just like all the face swaps. I'm trying to see if I can find the one I made for Vinny. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my son. Okay, I'll be right up. I'm on, buddy. I'm on the air. Oliver, I'm on the air. Get out of his mind. I'm on the air, buddy. I'll be up in a minute. He is out of his mind. Just starts. This is what they do. They just start talking to you. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what are you doing to me over there? I was going to try to play you the thing I made for Vinny. I don't think I can find Vinny's, but I made one for Timmy. I was showing you what you could do with Timmy. Like, just the concept of doing one for people. Check this out. Real quick, and then I'll get going.
Well, little Timmy, your mother says that you haven't been doing your homework. If you don't do your homework, you can't play Fortnite. So you're going to have to do all of that homework, and then you can play Fortnite. Just listen to your mom. She knows what she's talking about. Big league.
That's it. Just the concept, you know what I mean? So order a personalized face swap, and that's something that you could do on the website, MarkPIRES, right down below. Look at that. MarkPIRESRealTalk.com. And I will see you guys later. Don't forget. So send your requests, because we will be a-rockin' this evening. I'm going to run through and say hello and goodbye to all my family and friends here. So, Eggman, my brother, how dare they? Hilly, right? Why don't we talk to you while you're in the middle of a talk show? I'm talking. Hold on a minute. So let me get this straight. You're my kid, right? I'm in the middle of a talk show. You're gonna talk while I'm in the middle of it? How dare you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jerry, awesome seeing you. Fatima, make sure you check out some of the face swaps on the page right after I finish this up, Fatima, and I hope to see you tonight. We'll be live probably around 10:30, as per usual on Friday and Saturday evening. It is day 698 in a row, and we will be rocking it out. You know that. So make sure you tune in. Beat Seat will be in action. Axe, my brother. You guys are awesome. Can't wait till later. It's MarkPIRES. And it's Real Talk. Love you guys. I'll see you later.